Previously on Search4Hurt. The new team Search4Hurt athletes have signed up for a series of grueling mystery physical challenges under Matt Murphy's tutelage. They had no experience, which is how we like it, and as usual, train with world-class athletes, all in the name of searching for hurt.
Well, bridge to beach. How did it go?
Yeah, I ended up spending most of it trying to turn the board around. So I was aiming for an hour and a half. I was out there for a little bit longer.
It just had this gnarly wind that was behind us, pushing us in one direction. So we couldn't actually, when you're fatigued on one side, you couldn't change. Otherwise, you just changed complete direction. So you had to be stuck to the one side
the whole time.
I think I counted maybe 12 paddles with my right side, so my left shoulder was busted, my wrist was going, like my hand was numb.
So you're out there for, almost an hour and a half, 2 hours, hydration, food. Was it difficult? Did you need it?
I found that I was trying to keep a good pace, so you just, high intensity the whole time. Yeah. So lucky we had that, because you can't really drink the ocean water, even though I fell in enough to.
Well, that's the bridge to beach paddleboard comp complete. That's one out the way. So the next event, my question for you is, have you done much mountain biking?
No.
So Leah's no. What about you, Pat?
No.
Okay, well,
I'm still a kid.
Because it's actually the Mont 24 hour.
24 hours.
I don't know what the Mont is, but 24 hours it's a long time. We get to use training wheels, maybe.
It is, it's a big day out.
The Mont 24 is a classic weekend of mountain biking and the largest event of its type in Australia. It's a must-do event for hardcore mountain bikers. Teams of 4 or 6 riders experience one of Canberra's most popular ride locations, attempting to complete as many laps over 24 hours as possible.
Yeah, I've got absolutely no skills in this particular field, so please get me out there right now.
So we've come out to Arimba State Forest to introduce Pap and Leah to their mentors for the Mont 24-hour mountain bike race. We've got Cameron Ivory, current National Series winner.
Cameron Ivory is an up-and-coming Aussie mountain biker, winning the 2014 Subaru National Mountain Bike Series while still in the under-23 category. That win has secured him a spot in the Aussie team heading to the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, and will be a great mentor to demonstrate to the team.
And we've also got his coach and one of Australia's most recognised mountain bike coaches, Chris Clark.
Chris Clark is a former sports director for Mountain Bike Australia and has trained and worked with some of Australia's foremost mountain biking talent.
Well, thanks, Matt, and the great thing we've turned up here to Arimba. It's a beautiful day, and I've got 2 green mountain bike riders, so we're going to have some fun. So what we actually want to do is we want to find out if they can ride a bike. What I do know of the course of the 24-hour, there's a lot of corners, and if they can't carry their speed through those corners, then you're going to be in all sorts of trouble. So we're going to get Cam here. He's going to demonstrate everything for you, how it should be done. The most important with mountain biking is your head. You've got to look where you want to go. If you're not looking where you're going, you're looking here, and you're going to end up on the deck.
Ratcheting allows the rider to regulate their speed for sharp cornering or approaching an obstacle. The rider makes a single thrust quarter of the way through a full revolution before backpedaling to the start position. They can repeat this action as many times as necessary to achieve their desired speed while maintaining control.
As you progress, and I feel comfortable that you're actually progressing, I'm going to say, right, go fast, come on, let's go, 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 go. So we start to get this real action of snapping into position.
Let's put Matt, Leah and Pap to the test.
You got it, Matt?
Well done, Matt. We knew you'd nail it.
That's all right, see, now, right.
Leah does a great job also.
Right leg down. Left leg, right leg. Every time?
So what does the team boss think of Pap's performance?
Every cone, and the opposite of what Chris said.
Yeah, I've never concentrated so much in my life.
Right, Andrew, you got a minute, mate? Just where you're at the moment.
Yep.
I'm really worried.
Uh-oh.
At the moment, you're telling the bike to go one way, but you actually want it to go another.
Like my body's leaning another way? Yeah. Okay.
So it's the bike's actually getting confused what you want it to do.
Is that hence the sharp
Yeah.
turns like that and almost falling off?
Yeah, that's right.
When we come back, we learn how to attack those berms. And someone has to stay back for after-school training.
Is it my nuts?
Chris has voiced his concerns about just how much practice Pap in particular needs.
Where you're at the moment,
Yep.
I'm really worried.
Uh-oh.
Chris wants to move them onto the next exercise, which entails riding through a series of berms to practice their speed and balance.
Okay, so guys, what we've got here, as you can see, is a berm. Call them catch nets. Essentially allows us to put our front wheel into the berm, our rear wheel will follow, and allows us to hit it with that much confidence and a lot of speed. Like I said, they'll catch you, they'll sling you around the corner.
With your hand position,
Yep.
even when you're going over something bouncy, you don't hold on.
The strongest part of your hand,
Yeah.
through your little fingers. So you always want that on your bars,
Right, okay.
and just either one or two fingers on your grab. You don't want all of your fingers.
Yeah.
We'll get Cam to come down and hit this flat out, and you can see how much speed we can actually carry into this and how much we can lay the bike over. You're going to get a lot of this when we get to Cohen Forest for the 24 hour. Down.
After Cam has taken them through some example runs, Chris has identified an issue through the berm.
Righto, so we come through that berm, and that nice big left-hand berm. You actually went inside the berm, you actually weren't up on it, but you were carrying that much speed and you still got around the corner. So that tells me you can actually go 5-10k an hour quicker if you use the berm and still get around the corner.
All right, so we've been out here for 2 or 3 hours with Andrew and Leah. I don't want you to hold back. How bad is it?
Oh, I'm worried about Andrew.
Yeah.
He's, he wants to go one way, but his body language is telling the bike to go on another. We've seen him hit the deck 6 or 7 times already.
Hey, Pat.
Yo.
How many times have you fallen off already, mate?
4 times. I'll make it 5.
How fast were you going?
0 Ks. Yeah.
What's it going to be like when we actually get him on some technical terrain? I mean, we're only practicing corners at the moment. There's a lot of fundamental stuff that he hasn't got we've got to work on. So that's a bit of concern. I mean, at the moment, I wouldn't put him on it. I'd be really worried, especially 3 o'clock in the morning. He's not going to survive.
I don't know if he'll be able to complete 10 laps of the course over the 24 hours, but you can definitely see that Leah's been on the bike before. So she handles it quite well.
She's actually adapted really quickly as well, and she's taking on the instructions, she's starting to apply it, and she's starting to think 2 or 3 steps in front of where I would say she's at the moment in her skill level.
We might nickname just Pat the Bulldozer. What do you reckon?
It could be ploughing a few different divots into the ground around the place, but
Well,
He's
we're
all
gonna leave him with you for a couple more hours, and fingers crossed you can iron out a few of those problems.
yeah, we can only hope.
Like Leah's lack of experience on the paddleboard, Pap doesn't have a lot of background in this discipline to draw upon. So Chris and Cam direct their focus towards improving his fundamentals. And despite finding the going a little tough, Pap knows that he must develop these core skills if he's to survive the next challenge.
So what we have here is a nice little decline on a track, something we're going to see at the 24-hour race. And basically it's a series of drops. and we actually want all the riders to link it up nice and easily. So they're looking at the lines where their body position is. Here's Cam, nice and quick, beautiful, straight line through it. Now Andrew's just going to demonstrate for us. Weight back, nice.
I just hit my nuts. Viewers at home, it's harder than it looks, okay? So stop laughing on your couches there. Oh, yeah. Every man out there knows how I'm feeling right now. I'm searching for hurt, that's for sure.
Yeah, he just he hesitated and essentially just clamped on the brakes, so a survival reaction kicked in and he just wants to jump on the brakes, so that's it. Righto, nice, heels back, nice. Oh.
Oh no! No, I'm okay, I got some cutting there. Ah.
Alright, brakes, cutting brakes, that's it, control speed, at flat.
I don't know, it gets frustrating, you just want to get down the hill and then you just realise you're uncoordinated as anything else, but I'm definitely determined to get down.
Pap definitely didn't master the downhill section on the mountain bike today, so I'm going to give him a few more weeks training and then we'll get another pro rider in to give him another little lesson.
Stay tuned as we're back at the zoo, but this time we have something new installed for you.
Pap's going to hop on a plane and head up to the Gold Coast to see Nathan Helberg before Nathan flies out to the US for a few weeks. For those of you who don't know Nathan, you will after this. And for Leah, she's not going to get away scot-free. She's up next week, so don't you worry, you won't miss her.
Pap is now on the Gold Coast and taking a break from his leg work.
Okay, so we arrived to Zoo HQ. If you remember season 1, Nathan here put Matt through his paces and gave him a lot of hurt. So I'm really nervous, but excited to see his new system and give the training my best shot. So here we go.
Welcome to Zoo, mate. It's a humble shed in Burleigh, and as you'll find out today, it's based around earning respect. So as I did with Matt, I trained with him.
Zoo is a very specific body weight program developed at a very high intensity. With no equipment needed, Zoo is the bridge that ties gym work to the field. But this time, we have something new and exciting for you.
Were you ever in the forces or anything like that?
Yeah, did serve some time in the army, mate.
Okay, so you'd like this because the same sort of principles where it's about earning respect, that camaraderie. I developed this, so we'll do something different today. This is called an anchor. It's used in elite forces around the world, and it's also used in elite sports. There's no smokes and mirrors to it, brother. It is brutal, man, and that's the way we train.
Anchor is the world's first universal resistance harness being used and trialled, combined with the depth of Zoo, gives coaches a massive advantage in providing game-specific conditioning or dynamic operational readiness for the military.
Anchor session's very specific in reaching high intensity for your heart and overall fatigue very, very quickly. We train with world champs. We're able to get to their heart rates to around 100%. The reason I made it so secure is so I can do this to you.
Yeah.
Because in contact, it needs to hug your body.
Yeah.
You don't want it ripping off all over. And we call it anchor is because the anchor point, which is here, moves to where it should as you move, as opposed to a fixed ring.
Fixed.
Yeah, twisting you around.
Yeah, wonderful. Some serious gear here. I don't know what I'm in for.
I know what you're in for, mate. You're in for some hurt.
Pap will need to bear crawl out of the marker before heading back to the wall, touching it with his foot. That was just the first set, and the Anchor training system has sucked the life out of Pap. Let's see how he goes in set 2. Same thing, and you'll be hitting the ground in a zoo-style push-up, but you only have 30 seconds rest, big fella. The first 60 seconds, you bear crawl forward, then we spin 180 degrees and go backwards for the remainder of the time. There's one rule in Angkor, and that is no knees.
By far the hardest training I've ever encountered. It's been a couple of minutes spent.
Reverse bears, feet on the cone, 2 reps, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 is a drill.
Drill 3, reverse bears. Basically, the team have to go up and back 5 times, hitting the ground in between. Pappy's on his 3rd set of 2 minutes. This means he'll hit 8 minutes of work at the end of the set.
These boys and this system and what they share is above and beyond next level anything I've ever been in. That's the truth. I'm burnt, man, burnt. Thanks, boys.
And again, if you're watching in, we've done 8 minutes work. That's 8 minutes work with around 3 minutes rest. 8 minutes work to get someone in a low impact movement, to be like that. We earn respect all day, every day, with zoo or anchor. We earn respect, so we lead by what we do. Then when we open our mouth, they respect what we say. This fella's awesome.
We're finished? Of course not.
The side bears out. Then you spin 180 degrees 5 times. That finishes 1 rotation. You rely on your legs. Once your legs are gone, then it's obviously all your secondary muscles have to kick in. When that happens, all his blood sugars go, all his glycogen stores, so basically he's out. He's out of sugars, he's out of blood sugars, and the last thing that's left is basically mental resilience.
One more round. Face me, the last 5. Go think about it. Down to 10. 100.
His most powerful is right here. His hips. If anyone knows anything about training, transfer from here to here is through here. When we can fatigue him to this state, in his strongest zone, using a low impact move, where it tests his heart and his resilience, that's bang on. Hey, Cuzzy.
Hey, mate.
That's bang on. Push. People will feel it. They don't need to be told it. They'll feel it. They'll understand it.
Can't even lift my water bottle to my mouth. I need his hand help. Can't even. This is something else. The application it would have in the Defence Force and obviously sporting teams is second to none.
Traditional training's awesome, and you still need it.
Has its purpose.
Has its purpose. What you need to understand is the body's integrated system. When you walk out and do shopping or pick your kids up, it's an integrated system.
Yep.
So if you train as an integrated system more, the correlation or percentage increase, say on a field or in combat, is heaps small because that's how you operate.
That's right. You're doing your leopard crawl and you're scooching from cover to cover.
Exactly. But as we pointed out to Andrew, anyone can use it. You just shorten the time frame that they're using it, and you'd shorten the distance. Andrew was going hard out because he is an athlete. He is an athlete, so we needed to push him. But everyday people can use it. The beauty of it is it's a low impact move, high heart rate, it's safe to use, and it's minimal time. So it's bang on the mark.
Nathan shows Pap other training techniques you can use with the Anchor system, like working in pairs, and the coach will become the point of resistance.
So Pat would have been hitting 180, 190 within around 90 seconds to 2 minutes. A lot of load under constant tension. So forward bear crawls, reverse bear crawls under constant load. There's nothing that mimics that out there in traditional training. So as much as you prepare them for it verbally, it's not until they experience it. So he went through around 10 minutes of work over a period of around 30, 40 minutes. But I can tell you that 10 minutes of work, as you'll see in the episode, was fantastic. And if you want to come and train with us, mate, we're at Burleigh. And look for the zoo in locations around Australia and around the world. Lastly, mate, we've got something special for Andrew, so do you mind if I call him over? Hey Andrew, big fella.
Yeah.
Give me a second, mate. I want to present you with something else.
No way, what's this?
Get in, boys, get in.
Yeah, it's
I want to present you with your own kit, man, because you earned it. We believe in you, man. You're a humble man. Like all of us boys, we're dads, we're just humble men.
Man, I'm gonna be hurting every day now, so I don't have to come to the Gold Coast anymore.
Next time on Search for Hurt, we send Leah this time to her own training session involving beach volleyball. And more training with Matt, all to get ready for the team's second event, the Mont 24 Hours of Hurt.
I'm just a dad with 4 kids, man, who just loves training, loves sharing,
Yeah.
and it's the truth.
Oh.